What's good, man? We here back episode 2 with a legend. This is Motion Podcast. You know, I bring legends. I bring people that's doing their thing. This guy I've been hearing about from my pop since I was younger. He don't do a lot of interviews. When he do, it go viral. I don't know how, but you know, he's a humble soul. But when he do interviews, it go viral. He be trying to chill. The one and only one half of this legendary group is Smif-N-Wessun Tek.
Wagwan.
It was good.
Wait, I'm only the second joint?
Yeah, I started off.
Oh, shit. Damn.
It's the second.
Okay.
Second in person. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Who was the first?
Jericho Sims. That's on the Knicks.
Oh, all right. So I'm in good company.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, definitely, man. I've been hearing about you since I was a kid. My pops was like, you gotta listen to Black Moon. You gotta listen to Smif-N-Wessun. You gotta, you feel me? And then he played Black Moon song, but then he played this song that I liked. It was Bucktown.
Bucktown,
Bucktown, home of the original. Yeah. But
Black Moon is our little big brothers. So they led the charge for the whole boot camp, Bucktown Records. It's dope to make music that can stand, you know, like the generational time, like you said, you heard from your pop. So that's dope that we was able to make something that you fuck with too.
Yeah. I messed when I heard Bucktown. I was like, nah, I like this or whatever. But I remember y'all. Like that was one of the ones that I always like. I always remember him bringing y'all up. Like he would always bring y'all up. And then when I seen you on Nori's show, I was like, damn, they stamped it, you know, whatever. Like just not just because you was on there, because the way he was showing y'all love and like showing how
we've been putting it down for a minute, man. We going on 30 years. Our first album, The Shinin. Not next year, but the following 25 would be 30 jumps for it. So shit, we here, we're grinding and grind don't stop working.
Let's get into it though. What was like early Brooklyn, best style? Where you grew up at, what was it like? Just to describe that before we get to Bucktown. How did it get to Bucktown? How did you realize it was home of the original gun clappers? Like, what was going on? Like, you know?
Oh man, it was everything that was happening, man. It was diamond snatching, pocket ripping, $150s happening in Albee Square Mall. This was home of the Decepticons in Brooklyn Tech. We was running through the streets. I did high school at Print and Graphic Arts, which is right in the smack dead middle of Hell's Kitchen. So it was like I was getting taught from both sides, our culture side and almost like a biker gang of Hell's Kitchen, because they got their whole own little system up there.
It's like Grease.
That shit is Grease on steroids.
Yeah.
Like them niggas that there was on some other shit. But Brooklyn was always shit growing up there. It ain't really I knew any other place else, so it was something that you grew to love it, and it made you who we are.
You said running around with the D-Seps and stuff. Like, talk about that D-Seps, the low lives, that environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting into it. Like, I want people to visualize like what was really going on. Like,
oh man, first of all, if you couldn't fight, you couldn't even rock no polo, no fly shit, period. Tommy Hilfiger, niggas was snatching Lee patches off the back of jeans back then. It wasn't no bum ass nigga type shit. It was just nigga, if you're making your bones, you know what I mean? So you had D-Sep, of course, you had BMW and niggas from that side of the bush over there. You had Low Lives. This was
Ralphie's
before,
kids.
this was before Blood and Crip hit the side over here. So
you said something like that in one of your raps. You said before it was D-Seps.
Yeah, back in the day, right.
Yeah.
From the old album, yeah. But you know, I guess as time started moving on, shit started happening and getting wicked. So, you know.
Then you had printing and you meet your group member, you meet Still. Or whatever, but you ain't start out rapping.
Nah, I start out being the security for Still, you know what I mean? I had to keep the niggas and the chicks off of them. So my road to rap was a little bit different to hip hop. You know, my mom's was a minister in the church, and my pops was a rock and roller. He played instruments for a lot of other people. Like he would move around and sub in sometimes for like James Brown band or something like that. But he was just like a drummer, did some bass guitar. So the music influence was always in my life. My uncles was making music. I just, didn't think I had the bones. And then, Allah set it forth. When Steel Sepp wrote my first rap for me, it was over.
Yeah. I got that in there somewhere. But you said you actually wanted to be like behind the scenes. You wanted to be a producer.
Yeah, I thought I had an ear for production, but it finds out once you sit down and you see niggas chopping up samples and doing all this on the boards, I was like, nah, that ain't me. Maybe I wanted to be behind the scenes like an engineer or something like that, just because, coming up, I had it rough. Dark and ugly, black and ugly, just curly hair. Niggas used to call me like Curious George, so that's why it brought the violent side out of me. But that was the only way I used to be able to talk.
But speaking of violence, people probably don't know that you used to box.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, was it at the spot on the Garvey?
Yeah, the gym. Yeah, Best Stop Boxing Gym. Rest in peace, George Wilder. He was there, Mr. Washington. Actually named the street after him. I was boxing, going to school, and, chasing music. Like I was by the time music got real for us, this was doing talent shows and joints on cable, like the Ron Alexander show, winning all these shits. And I just had to find what my life was going to be about. So I was doing boxing, the music, and going to college. And I was like, yo, whichever one clicks first, that's the route I'm taking.
That's dope.
And it just happens, the music was the one.
Yeah, but I don't want to go too fast because let's speak on your high school. You seen Rakim pull up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you seen dudes pull up to your high school and stuff like that. Like,
nah,
I want the story. I'm
all you gotta do is just ask. Let me know which road to
speak
take.
on that. Like just seeing dudes like that.
Now, so first of all, our high school was called Cybertron, so that was the home of the Decepticons. Like our shit was the hub. Well, no matter what school you went to, art and design, King, Westinghouse, you still had to find your way to printing and be welcome into the group from the printing niggas, right? So, Rakim would pull up to the school. I see him pull up in the craze. I think that was about the 300 series he had, but the big body 300 series joint with the kid on it. Craig G went to my school. Gemini the Gifted one. Maxwell went to my school.
Maxwell, like
the singer.
That's crazy.
Sticky Fingers from Onyx went to my school. So and our man Cyclonus, he was doing joints before we even really, got into it. But yeah, this was niggas was jumping out the trees with hatchets and taking your ski man logo.
Yeah, I heard you.
You know what I mean? That. So this was when you really had to get your shit up and get your shit right.
But at that same time, what circle is that? I'm not even gonna say the year, but like I want to rock him. Like that's why I ain't no. This is when he's on. Like he's lit at that time. I ain't no joke.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted you ain't gotta say yeah, just like
yeah.
man. But you
hell
see,
yeah. This was like, I think we just started. We was just starting it here. I ain't no joke. Cause even in high school, I was listening. I was rocking mob style niggas from Uptown.
Yeah.
7-5, 8th Avenue niggas like Whip Wop, Tone AZ. So that was my kick. My man Billy lived Uptown, and that was my connect to the Uptown side.
You said that on a song, not a class song. You said that on a recent song. I'm trying.
It's just my life is song. Real. I mean, that's from the All album.
Yeah.
Take 7th, don't take 8th Avenue. Police might try to block and corner you.
Was that Dreamland? Or
yeah, exactly.
That was Dreamland. Yeah.
Look at the young god.
No, I'm tapped in. I was listening. That song, I don't want to segue that far yet, but that song I liked. It's another song that you said that you messed with. It was Letter for You. We could get into that.
Oh yeah.
When I heard it, I was because you said that one resonated with you most, and then I had to hear it, and then I was like, nah, I liked it like that. I could see why.
That was I lost my mom's, due to a heart attack, and it having my first son, that changed my life. Well, my only son, that changed my life. And then, still having his kids. So it was just something that, would be with them even when we ain't, that, everybody could pick up on.
Yeah, that's one, definitely. I want to go back. You would see like EPMD in East New York, right?
I would see, yeah, because my partner's still, my brother still, and I love Mom's Dukas to this day. His mother was my mother, was all our mother, you know what I mean? Mama Rock, bless her soul. And they had a crib on right there in the east, on the Parkway right there across from Gersh. So we could see everything up in there. And then the park was around the corner. And during those summer days, I would see like DOS Effects, EPMD pull up. Now, these was the big body Benzes. These was literally the first rappers that I seen pull up, put their shit in the park, and jump out with 40s on. I was like, that right there was just a shock to the system. So I already know this is rap life. Okay, I might have to fuck with this. But they, we was younger than them, but just in the park, just seeing it, and they interacted with niggas. They ain't on no crazy stuck up shit, but them niggas is Mobb Deep. It's like 1,000 niggas in the park from the east all over the place. And we just little niggas just soaking it all up. So yeah, that was my introduction to like, you could get some bread.
I was about to say that because you said when you seen that, you was like, all right, this a lick.
It was like, nah, it wasn't one big body Benz. It was like 4 big body Benz, big sidekick Suzuki Jeeps and shit like that. So I like, all right. But then once I seen them with the 40s, I think we took it over kinda. Cause they had their shits on in the sewer videos, but once Best Style niggas get to it, it's a rap.
I try to tell them that all the time, man.
We just different.
They make it, but then when we get it, we just like put it on steroids, man. Different. That's another story for another day.
Exactamundo.
That's another story for real. But at that same time, a lot of stuff is going on. You in high school or whatever, y'all meet Buckshot's sister. You meet Buckshot's sister, and then like let's get into now. Everybody's like, we about to form the team, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's starting to connect or whatever. Y'all going like just...
Well, I met Buckshot's sister, Tracy, in high school. In night school, rather. I went to Princeton for day school, and right down the block across the street was Park West. So it's like... But during school hours, these two schools are at each other's heads, like it's on site. So when I was doing night school in there, I met Tracy, and she would always tell her about her brother Buckshot. And I was like, oh God, I don't want to hear about this nigga no more. Every day, like, yo, you gotta meet my brother, But she was meeting Steele at a different time and telling him about Buckshot. So Buck and Five, they had they chain going. And then that's why, to this day, they are little big brothers, because they came out with the Who Got the Props joint. And then he did something that he ain't had to do. He came back, kept his word, and was fucking with Smif-N-Wessun, and that's how we here.
It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah. You ain't find too much loyalty in a nigga who gonna stand on principles and morals like that.
But at the time, what do you listen to? Because I know you like Cool G rap.
Nah, that's the God.
Yeah.
What do I listen to now? Or what was I listening to then?
Let's go then, right now. Because I want people to really know where your mind was. Like,
then it was some of everything. It was the Wowdy Bunch. Anything that had anything to do with the streets, I was listening to. Chuck D, Public Enemy, NWA, Tone Dog, Tim Dog. They was going at each other. Like I said, Mob Style. I had some Jungle Brothers, some Tribe, but that was a little off to the side, the eccentric joints. You had to really start getting into the music before you knew what they was really talking about. But other than that, it was just all hip-hop street shit. But now it's like, shit, once I leave the studio, I don't even turn on no hip-hop. It's like after I record it, now I need to come down from it because that should have you. So you have to find a balance and mellow that out. And I think during the years, doing music, you learn to appreciate, and what's your gears and what's your triggers. So you know. But
it's off the script. But how do you keep your sword sharp? Like because it's like I listen to it. Don't sound like you out the stew for 5 months. Even if you are, but it don't sound like it. Like and then it sound like
tear niggas ass up. Nah, I mean, cause my partner, I have one of the dopest partners. I mean, it's a lot of dope pen work out there. It's you should gotta stay sharp. Like it's even young niggas who pen game is immaculate right now. So listening to them or just hearing, like my son, he 22 now. Your dad, you don't know this, you don't know this. So he keep me young. He keep me up on that side of the shit. And then, my preference or whatever it is, I'm still hearing niggas pushing they pen hard. So it gotta stay with that.
Yeah.
I can't go back to back with a nigga and my shit is on 55 and his shit on steroids and you know what I mean? So it's just gotta learn to reinvent yourself and keep rocking with the shit.
That's good that you say that, because I look at dudes like you gotta, from that era, let's say just that 90s era, like you and still, and then you got the Nas's, the Busta still putting out albums. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still doing y'all thing. Like
right.
That might motivate somebody else from y'all era to be like, AZ still putting out albums.
I just heard the new joint he did. Big up A. Nas, every last one of them you mentioned was at the I don't know like how it is for certain artists these days, but when we was starting, you was getting in because it was you was trying to change your life and get your family up out of dire situations, out of the hood, and be like, nigga, I see that, I don't want that, I'm gonna hustle and grind and get that. And then as you progress, you be like, nah, I gotta get out of here because shit getting crazy. But now, when you get in, you still want to be accepted by your peers and niggas that you like and watching it and doing it. And then when you finally meet them and they big you up and you like, oh shit, word. All right, so now it's like, mission accomplished.
And I say that to say, because you just said that, let's segue to now y'all Buckshot push out, everybody it's rolling with him with the team, your man's doing his thing, but now let's segue into the Shinin album. Like, what's them early sessions like? What's going in D&D? What's, you know what I'm saying? Like that whole
nigga, it was those was the breaking day sessions. Like, them was the sessions that ain't start till about 10, 11 at night and don't end till 11, 12 the next day. Like sleeping in the studio under thick ass quilts that cover the big ass grand pianos and that be covering up the machine. Wild, uncomfortable nights, but you hungry. You're hungry. You try and change your whole situation, your living quarters and everything. So you in there that's when they had the block of Tyson black chocolate weed. And
that's all you hear on the first album.
And black weed from 105th. So they was in there. That was kind of how we got the name Cocoa Brothers, because that was all we was smoking. And then, of course, it came Hydro. Then we was doing Piff and a Diesel and South. So it was like, but them was the fucking sessions, be gambling on the pool table, seeing. This was where you see like everybody that was damn near in the music industry walk through D&D doors. Mary J. Blige, like rest in peace Aaliyah, rest in peace Big. Like you was seeing everybody is in there. It was like Primo was cranking hits out of this room and we back in this room cranking our shits out. And everybody come up and the owners was Dave and Doug. So that's how it was D&D Studios. And these niggas would just have like copious amounts of weed in the bowls and be like, yo, here, try this butt. And be like, man, that was the good shit.
That's a legendary studio. I hear stories of everybody, the Locks, early Hove in that studio. Everybody talk about that. But you saying that Aaliyah story, like, I'm going to get into that because I got a great song with her. And then you seen her, Lauryn Hill, and Mary J. Blige. Like, you was like, yo, I got to come to the studio.
That was it. Starstruckness. I was like, dang. That was when we was just getting started. So we like, damn, you hear these people on the radio and then you finally see them. And the best part about seeing them, they don't be assholes. You know what I mean? Because there's some people, when they say don't meet your idols, that shit can fuck you up, man. And this industry, I have you hating motherfuckers to the point, not hating on them, but the way you expected a person to be or show you respect, like you try to show them, like you just giving them their flowers, like they say, or bigging them up. They on some corny gump shit. So
Bucktown, like do y'all know it's a hit? Like, cause the beat, no, I like Bucktown. I'm gonna get into my favorite song. It was gonna be cliche, but it's two. But Bucktown, let's get into Bucktown first, cause Brooklyn, we got anthems. Feel me? And y'all was probably one of the first people to really start that off. It's like, to me, the South Bronx, they got their joint, but Bucktown is an anthem. We one of the few boroughs that got multiple anthems, and y'all started that off. Did y'all know what y'all was doing when y'all did that, or it was just like, yo?
I mean, we didn't go in there saying, yo, we need an anthem to change the name of the borough. We was just saying, well, what we was doing. With my ill niggas trooping down Atlantic Ave, 3 blunts roll plus it's weed in a stash. 10 boots flopping, walk in the dark, you can't see, all you see is the weed at the spark. So we was just doing what we was doing, like getting in the studio and just talking from the heart. And then, because Bucktown wasn't really our original single that we had put out. It was actually the double A side, because we ain't do an A and B side. We ain't know which
I heard you straight A side, right?
Yeah, it was an A and a double A.
It was like,
and then the first single we tried to do was it was a joint called Nothing Moved But the Money. That's when we was coming out, opening up for Buckshot with the what they call Pooh Shiesties now, the ski mask joints, opening up, and then trying to kick in the doors, and Ray was like, nah, we can't play that. So it was like, damn. So we had to go back to the drawing board. Then we came out, Let's Get It On. So they accepted that one. And then Bucktown, they was like, oh shit, like, yeah, I got 2 fire smokers now. So
yeah, I had a lot of smokers on there.
Yeah.
And my joint is Sound Bwoy.
Sound Bwoy, that's
like, I always heard this song, but who reiterated the song to me when Fab did the freestyle over it. But it's just the beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the beat, and then when I watch y'all video, that joint was fire. I ain't gonna lie, y'all was on one at that time. Talk about that. Y'all had everybody in there. I heard it. No props, no. I just had the hood, like my peoples, like all y'all peoples in there. Like,
we did that on 125th. We shot that in Harlem, in the park over there. Maybe it's 122nd, but we went uptown and had that shit rocking like all night. No violence. It was just the hood protecting the hood, you know what I mean? And they was enjoying themselves. That shit was dope. Hell yeah. We had G. George, comedian, crazy ass, and that shit. That shit was,
y'all was on. I seen you. You was lit. You was lit in that.
Crazy.
When I watched that video.
I was in fighting condition then, too. So that shit was like, my nigga, yeah. Yeah.
I think we had like a green hat, right? Was it called?
I had the green joint with the 10 prison jumpsuit tied up. I think I probably had just got some prison ink 2 tattoos done. So theirs was on. Yeah, we was crazy.
Moving real militant. Speaking
all the time.
Militant, you wearing combat boots in high school, and then just that to the Timbs, all that. Speak on all that. Your brother being a drill sergeant, and you wearing the combats to y'all making Timberlands get popping and stuff.
That was kind of how Big say. Went from ashy to classy. When there ain't no money and you get a hit joint, couple of shows now, you got bread to go out and buy some boots that look like something instead of just, because my brother David was just, rest in peace, did his whole life in the military and the army. He was a drill sergeant. So all the shit, he was coming home with the tags that had Williams on it, which is my last name, that just made it perfect. So it was just like, and then the way you rock it, put it together, your other niggas is like, oh shit, so where you get that from? Yo, nah, we gotta start rocking that. So it was a cheaper way to look fresh, really. Because our minds wasn't really on the fashion of it. We was just rocking how we was doing, putting it together. And it just happened, catch the niggas' eye, the bitches' eye, the world's eye. And then, once the Timbs came, not tying them much, just flopping, and you breaking niggas' teeth out they jaw. You just it should just it carries you shit a little different.
It was all purpose shoes. It could go either way.
Tim's whole season for ass kicking reasons. It was all purpose. Then you know. That was when it was fucking cold winters back then too. Like this shit now, you could
it's crazy.
Do a hoodie with this shit, and next week is summer.
Yeah, it's crazy out here.
So, but yeah, nah, that was when we was Steam Team was in motion, going up to BFOs, and it was you had to really have your shit like. My man CLIK from Junior Mafia, he was doing his low life shit, and we was doing DCEP shit. So it was certain niggas that was in the clique that fucked with each other when the whole entire crew might not have fucked with each other. Mm-hmm. But it was certain niggas that had respect. You could put them together, and then you know it was a admiration thing. When it's time to get money, all that bullshit is out the window.
Mijas, all the Lizzie bags, all that.
Or the 40 do snatch a pocket, snatch a diamond, everything. Just don't get caught, nigga.
Oh, you said CLIK, and that just perfect to segue to your relationship with Biggie. Like you would chill with Biggie, like
yeah. Big was my brother, my Gemini brother, man. Yeah, I must have like a GPS tracker on me and said like wherever I be on my motorbike, my fucking skates, a regular pedal bike, or I'm driving, 9 times out of 10, this nigga's gonna pull dead up on the side of me and be like, yo, park that shit, get in, come on. I don't know how he would find me, but that's how Brooklyn was. That's just bad style. And it was just be like, oh, park that, let's go. Park the shop, jump in this joint, and we shoot the damn near every weed spot in Brooklyn. Once they see us, they throwing the keys out. Yeah, come up, Drag, come up. Shutting down for an hour or two, smoking. Take it right back to what it was doing.
I've seen you do a lot of interviews and speak on that, but what was it like seeing another Brooklyn night be rocking? Because you know, I'm asking from a fly on the wall. How was it to see Big being? What was it like when he came out? Like when he dropped that, and you seen like y'all doing y'all thing, but you like, damn, Big.
That shit was fucking picture perfect. You was like, when it's your man, it's your peoples, you rooting for that to happen. So seeing him do it, and as cool as a nigga he was, you'd be like, man, that's it. And then all you just want to do is just be on the same bill or at a show so y'all can rock together, so you can see what he doing, he can see what you doing. Then after that, y'all rolling up, dragging, ready to go to the tunnel the next night or wherever it's gonna take you. But when you see it and you fuck with the person, all you can do is clap and applaud and be like, yeah, that's that shit right there.
You said the tunnel. How deep was y'all going to the tunnel? Cause y'all speak of that. We gotta cause that was one of my questions, the nightlife in NYC when y'all dropped that. Y'all had that.
Nah. It was what Flex was calling tunnel bangers. Niggas was like, I mean, different niggas was moving crazy. You would see niggas ain't even all roll together. They just met up at the tunnel together or went shopping on 145th together to pick out the outfit for that Sunday or somewhere at the fucking car wash, the weed spot. But niggas used to be at the door on them niggas' neck like 50, 100 deep. Like, nigga, nah. All right, you take that razor, but you can't take this one. You gotta leave a nigga with. Come on, B. And them niggas used to be on Rikers Island, pat down. Like, I would see niggas in there come with a coat, leave with no coat. You like, damn. they just violated son and took his coat and told him the shit was he ain't checking in.
I could imagine when y'all shit was just dropping at that time in the club. It was going crazy.
It was crazy. You see, but that was like everybody was fucking with each other in there. Brooklyn was fucking with Brooklyn. Bronx was with, they had their section. Harlem had they. But again, it was still certain niggas that was generals that was moving around freely fucking with everybody. So shit had unisex bathrooms. It was wild fucking bananas, man.
That's my mental right there.
Wow.
That's my mental right there.
That shit was a different, like every door was almost like a different club. So that shit
crazy.
Was bonkers.
One of my songs that I like, and they basically should have made y'all go last on the song D&D All Stars.
Yeah.
You You got a young Fat Joe on that track.
Wow.
A veteran, polished, Dougie Fresh and KRS. But y'all got y'all, because Lord Jamal said it, and he was like, y'all was like the young Brooklyn.
Yeah,
and you could see that in that video.
Yeah.
Even how y'all was walking up to the park. Speak on that. Where they did y'all seen that?
Right in the hood. Right in the hood. I think that might have been 308 Park we was at.
For real?
Yeah, right there.
That's crazy.
Right there.
For real? Nah, I ain't gonna lie, that joint was fire. The way y'all
when we
was
walking up on the side of the gate, that's 308 Park right there. Because I went to 308. I went to 308 and I went to 324. So they was like, it's like when you get in and you fucking and you riding, you start seeing niggas cater to you and like, yo, what you want?
That was that was fire. I ain't gonna lie. The way y'all was walking up and then y'all was on time, and I like that that video. I was messing with y'all. I was like, nah, I like how they was moving.
That's just soul in the hole, baby. Well, we had the soul in the hole joint too in 44 Park. Yeah, but that D&D All Stars, it was like we was in D&D. He just made a whole party of it. So we under the piano writing our shit. Like the studio was full. It was like, yo, if y'all ain't got y'all shit, y'all ain't. You know what I mean? They was chopping heads off. And when it came my time, they was like, yo, where's Smith? Where Tek and Stand? Like, where they at? We popped up from under the piano. We're like, yo, we got our shit. Let's go. Put the mic back to back. That shit was made magic.
Yeah, that was a legendary record. The Mary J remix.
Ah.
Classic song.
Yeah, that was another joint.
A legend.
I thought we was gonna get rich off of that one. I told nigga Puff, yo, I want 100,000, nigga.
You say he laughed at you like...
He was like, fuck out, I go get these niggas, get them 2,500.
He said, I go get Mobb Deep.
I said, oh man, damn, all right, fuck it. Let's get it done, whatever. That's one record I'm glad we made, man. We glad we did.
Y'all did both songs, even the D&D in that one. Did y'all do those type of records like in the session, one session together, or it was?
Now everybody on the D&D All Star was there, but when we did the Mary, she wasn't there. I think in that studio it was LL. It was us sitting in there, Puff. It was somebody else. Still, memory is like an elephant. I'll be like,
yeah, you
man,
said that. You said that.
Like, man, listen. Oh, I know we got it done.
Nah, that's legendary right there. Why Timbaland never gave y'all? This just me. Just think like why they never like gave y'all a shout out, not a shout out, like a check, something, an ad, you know, something for y'all making the boots pop.
It's the fuckery, B.
They gotta
fuckery, like yeah, they gotta spin the block with us, but. I mean, I don't know. Like, to this day, it's like, they know what we did for them. But, you know, it was, maybe we was too hoodie. I don't know, too militant-minded. Who knows? Like, we was wild. I ain't gonna say ignorant because we was military-minded. We was on our shit. We was just wild, little young. We was just learning our way coming up. And, I don't know. Maybe they thought they was too corporate or who knows? That's what their shit is, but I don't know.
All at that
they
time.
Know they owe us something though.
Yeah, they and then stuff I went through with y'all name. We ain't got to get into that with the Cocoa Brothers thing, everything. But y'all still was moving.
Nah, they gave us a cease and desist. Them Smif-N-Wessun niggas, man. They tried to ruin our shit when we just started. And they sent us a fucking booklet like showing us all the shit they make, knives and belt buckles and a bunch of miscellaneous bullshit saying how we confusing the consumers from buying they shit. We like, nigga, this is music. Y'all sell weapons of wild mass destruction. How the fuck is that? What's the confusion? Where's it at? But you know, it came around, so inshallah, all God's timing, man.
Yeah.
Timbaland will come around too.
Yeah, not for sure. They definitely. Timbaland, Kiss, somebody.
I need it all, man. I need product placement. I'm writing scripts. I got some joints coming up, so I need it all. Shoot that.
Yeah, and this is just me being a fan. Like I said, I'm like a kid looking in the fly on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch those MTV interviews with the legendary Tupac, if ain't nobody know. Y'all right in the back.
Another Gemini brother. Yeah.
The Changes video when he got the North Kit.
Mm-hmm. Carolina jersey.
I'm like, oh, you was in there.
We was on set when he was filming Bullet, when he was filming Gridlock. about 3 other movies we was on because we was working on the One Nation album. So we would go from the studio to the set, back to the set, to the studio, to the airport or whatever it is was doing, to the crib. And they will run in my room at like 3 in the morning. You Tek, wake up, look at this. Look at this. I'm like, nigga, get fucking AR. You waking me up with it. Yo, let's go shoot it. I'm like, Pac, you was fucking crazy.
I'm about to say, speak on, because I don't know too many people that know Pac as a person, but just as him as not a rapper, as a person. Like him being cool with y'all, yo.
Yeah. I mean, he was, I ain't gonna say we grew up with him, but we made a good bond with him. You know, that's what it's about. And how long you knew a person is, you know.
Connection that you got.
So once he came home, he was on it. He sent us the tickets. He said, when he had got locked up and we put the album out, I just sent him a big up, yo, hold your head up, keep your drink. Cause I was riding with Pac, Mike Tyson. It's Brooklyn niggas.
On the back of the Shinin album, you shot them out.
Right. So he seen it. He was like, he called the office and was like, yo, let me talk to Buckshot. They had some shit that used to be the Jerky Brothers, where niggas used to do mad prank calls to people. So Buck was wild nice at that shit. And he was, that nigga would jerk call labels and everybody. And we just being there crying all day. So when Pac called, he thought he was getting pranked. He like, yo, Pac on the phone. Like, who the fuck, Pac? Who you talking about? Like, Tupac went to talk to Buck. He like, man, hello. I'm like, oh, we just laughing. He called right back. He like, yo, this Tupac with Buckshot. Buck was like, yo, stop fucking playing, man. Who on the phone? He like, yo, for real. Like, oh shit. But that was a fun one right there.
That's dope. And you would be going back to a movie set with him. Come back, y'all cooking, eating, smoking weed, chilling.
Niggas will be having a ball, a water gun fight, spray the window. He just stop and get wild serious. Yo, don't wear my fucking windows up with that water gun, man. The bitch gotta come clean all this shit. Don't drink my Sunkist orange soda. Got my name on it. Like, oh man, this nigga's bugged out. But yeah, it was, like how they say, it wasn't no West Coast, East Coast beef that it was just misunderstandings, miscommunications between certain motherfuckers. And when niggas got egos and money and powers, sometimes shit go left.
I was just fired at that shit. That was your man's. And
nah, both of them. All three of us was Geminis. Big, yeah, Gemini, Pop, Gemini gang.
And I was about to do that One Nation album. That would have, I do my history. That would have been dope. Like,
that would have been crazy. That would have been
fire. Like, that did that.
Oh, that would have been wicked.
That would have been fire. Why don't you think it's like, it's 2-part questions. Why you don't think it's cliques like the boot camp clique, Duck Down? Like, y'all was I don't know how to say it, but y'all was a clique. Like, it wasn't.
It was family before anything.
It was a clique. Yeah, like, you had y'all, OGC, Helter Skelter. You know what I'm saying?
Black Moon.
Like,
right?
This was a movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you think it's not that? And rap groups, too. That's a 2-part question.
Beady bunk bing. Why? I don't know, because niggas don't think like that no more, you know what I mean? Niggas is greedy and want to get on for Delph and get they shit done. Like, probably the last people I could say who really did some shit like that I seen where it was dope was probably ASAP Mob. They came and took the structure like that, put it together.
I didn't even think of that. That's
you know what I mean? Of course, you still got LOX. You still got son just dropped the album. What's his name? Outkast.
Yeah, Andre 3000.
Yeah, but I don't know. I because our shit wasn't put together through no music.
It was organic.
Our shit was real. His mother know my mother. His mother know my aunt, and they sisters, or they used to rock together. So then down the line, the kids came. That was what Cookie had from Brevoid and Grandma. And rest in peace, Sean Grady. It was
like, had this on the first album. Right?
Yeah, Big Old Pimp. Yeah. So it was deeper than rap for real. And I think a lot of this shit today should be made up. Nigga just grab your little nephew or his cousin and who don't even fuck with each other and put them together and be. So now you got to go through the bumps and bruises to try to learn that shit, but you get a jury set and you look like you moving around. But, my man Vine and him got the shit in the Ville now. His son's and him rocking. So it's starting to come back. Like they say, nothing new under the sun, and everything repeats itself. So I think you'll start seeing some joints like that again.
No, I get what you're saying, but I feel like it's not like that though. To me, like you said, when you said the ASAP one, I was like, oh yeah.
I don't think it should. It might not never be like that.
Yeah.
Again, but Wu-Tang. But
y'all are part of that lineage.
Yeah.
You can't, like, if I'm thinking that era, guys, like,
right.
Y'all are part of that. Y'all
so,
with that lineage too.
Nah, right now you ain't gonna see that. You ain't gonna see that. Niggas is too caught up in their own shit, or this one fuck with this one who don't fuck with they part they said, or whatever the case may be. So, the bottom line is, let's get this bread by back our communities and help each other come up. You know what I mean?
Doing a song with Aaliyah. I mean, y'all did that session like with her, or
yeah.
I don't know. I just gotta ask.
That's rest in peace, Barry, uncle. That family is again. That's through family and Cookie Head. That's all through the bloodlines, and he made the call actually, and we was trying to get it. We was gonna do a Smif-N-Wessun joint, but I think what happened, we realized at that time Buck was the bigger artist or whatever, and Buck not being a selfish type of motherfucker, he was like, nah, we all gonna do it.
Stayed the same,
us,
even from the beginning,
right?
Like
exactly,
360, everything.
Exactly. We like, nah, we gonna do this shit. We all on it. So that's how Night Riders came, and then, shit happens. Rest in peace, baby girl.
You're a legend. I just wanted to ask you that being around somebody
that's dope.
like that.
That's what it
Steven
is.
Still said she was like a princess, like you.
like when you see something so delicate and so you be like, damn, I don't see this shit in my hood. Not like this. These bitches be putting cigarettes out on their knees and shit.
Doing nothing.
Twirling a razor in their mouth. Word, what'd you say, Don? Like, nah, bitch. But nah. She was, you know what I mean?
I had to ask that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward way far, but the Pete Rock album. That joint fire.
Monumental.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all got mad fire features on there. Memphis Bleak on there. The Raekwon joint go crazy.
That's family.
Speak on that album, like that was a good album. Like
that was to me, that's one of our most slept on albums, Monumental. And recording that was of course after D&D had closed and Soulless. I think some from Digging in the Crates had brought D&D then, so they was doing their own thing. Showbiz from Showbiz and AG. I think they had control of D&D at this time when we recorded. So we found another joint, Big Ock, Big Homie, my man Big Dan, and Giambi, some dope engineers that was putting it together. And I think all our heads was in the same place where we needed it to be. But at the same time, we all had so much other outside shit that was going on. Like Pete was recording another album or 2 albums at the same time. So it would be times where they say we're going to be here at this time and 2 hours pass and niggas still not there. So, you know what I mean? But we got through it. We put that shit together. Like, yeah, Bleak, that's family, came through. We came out with something beautiful, good body of work.
That's a good album, real good album. I had a lot of people.
We had Tyler Woods up there.
Freeway was on there, right?
Free, and
I'm about to say it was a lot of good features, and
Free is my brother, my Muslim brother from Philly. Salute, of course. Jack Frost, Beard Gang, of course.
Yeah, definitely. Now when I listen to that album, it sounds like y'all sound, but it just sounds like. I liked that joint. That one I was messing with for sure. Mm-hmm. But you said one time, you was like, yo, people be asking you like, yo, we love the Shinin, like, nah, that new stuff, but they would sound crazy because to say like this person didn't get better.
Right.
Like it ain't no growth in your music. I'm telling you like, nah, it's growth in like the music. I hear it. Like they be bugging to say you're not like a better artist and stuff like that.
I think that come from a lot of fans just like what they like. That's human nature, you know what I mean? And being an artist, sometimes the fans really don't let you grow. You really gotta show and prove again to be like, nah, when that came out, I didn't know no better. I didn't even know how to count bars. I didn't know how to structure a beat or do an ad lib or what the cadence might be. So now on this album, I'm showcasing and showing you what I learned, but that one is such your baby because we did it together. So now you're like, damn, this don't sound like that. But after you listen to it a few times, you be like, all right. But they always say in the industry, you get your sophomore stump and shit like that when you're working on the next album. But if you let that fuck with you, you're going to be fucked up. You just got to keep grinding your pen.
Some of your fans probably want y'all to make, like, no, but I liked it when they did Wipe Your Mouth.
Yeah,
but they're not listening to Culture Put Me In.
There you go. God damn, young king.
Like they not catching the drift of like the growth. Yeah. Like you can't. And I'm trying to tell you, like, no, you sound like you're older than what you was when you made that album. Right, but no, exactly. The music sounds better. Like they don't really be listening. Like, bro,
they just want what they want, but they don't understand. You grow and you go through life. You witness death. You witness birth. You witness your loved ones backdooring you, changing on you, acting wild, crazy. So all that shit, you try to add that into your music, and you try to tell them, nah, this what happened. Let me show you. I went from this to this, and without that, I wouldn't be able to do this. But with this, wait till I get to the next one. That shit gonna be even spookier.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? You just gotta keep banging them, man.
Now, do y'all see yourself in the future doing some more one producer albums? Because every time y'all do one, just like the Ninth Wonder joint, the All album, they always come out like good bodies of work. Do y'all see? I can see y'all even doing something Definitely. Like a Hit Boy or something like that. That would be fire. Just I'm just throwing it in the air.
No,
you know
speaking into existence. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I fuck with Hit. He got some joints, but right now we're actually, that you said that, we're in the completion stage of our next album, which we're gonna call Infinity, which is the 8th album. And the Infinity logo, if you turn it a certain way, resembles the 8, but everything just comes back to the beginning from where it is. So, and that's going to be done again with Ninth Wonder and the Soul Council. So we're finishing that up right now, looking for a 24 release. We rocking.
Out of North Carolina sessions.
And see, that shit is almost like, it feels almost like Duck Down a little bit, you know what I mean? Because it's so family orientated and it's like a whole compound. You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all do a song like Rhapsody or something.
Oh, Rhapsody, that's our sister.
Yeah,
definitely.
For sure.
We rocking.
I see you do the acting and stuff like that in your videos, directing. Was that something like, because you got to be directing these videos or something like
Smokey Fuqua.
Yeah. Like
Tek Fuqua, for real.
Is that something that you would probably do because you do the acting and the Respect Life joints and stuff like that?
That's inshallah something that I'm looking to transition to. You know what I mean? I want to not only act for myself, but it gives people opportunity to do something. Everybody can't be a rapper. Everybody can't be a producer or engineer. So, you know what I mean? I want to open other doors and do that. So, yeah, the rapping, the acting shit is definitely something. I got some scripts that I'm reading, some that I'm writing, executive producing with my man Dominique. And we putting it together. We got the Culture Pushers, Flash, N.O.
Yeah.
So
seeing you doing things like Tales and stuff like that.
Big up my man BJ. Yeah. My man Legend, definitely Giant.
Yeah, definitely. In directing, because of your videos, the visuals.
I do be directing, but I don't really be taking the credit because I don't be wanting to step on niggas' toes.
Oh, my fault.
So I would just be trying to give my input.
I tap in, I see it, I'm like, bro, he had to put this together, bro.
Exactly. Like, that's Illmatic right there.
You know what I mess with, though? Y'all Tiny Desk performance. You see everybody going viral doing it now. Speak on that.
Tiny Desk was fire. That was flavor. Cause like we was like not one of they first, but we caught them when they was early still. Yeah, with it, you know what I mean? And that was when we was just finishing the All album at that time, and they called us in and we went in. And that's like one of our. I think I seen it. It might be at like 2.5 M's or something. I'm not sure what the numbers is right now. but I know it's up there.
No, it's up there. I see it. It's up there.
I get a lot of.
It's up there. It's up
I get like, yo, I just seen your Tiny Desk.
Nah, that joint was fire.
Yeah.
That joint was fire. You seen Juvenile do it. You seen
I ain't
Usher.
gonna hold you. Tiny Desk, who turned me on the Tiny Desk was T-Pain.
Oh, yeah, T-Pain.
He killed this shit. I was like, oh, this nigga can really sing without the auto-tune.
Because you get to see the artist in a different way. Like, Bucktown hit different. Like, oh, all right, performance, this shit fire. Like,
And just imagine you in an office full of people who, this might even been their first, second time just even hearing your name, not knowing what you do. But when you MC a mic controller and you controlling the crowd, they open up to you. Because certain motherfuckers be so unreceptive, you be like, damn, this shit is wow.
Nah, I figured that was dope. Y'all definitely did your thing. But what's next? I see you doing a YouTube channel, and then y'all still moving. Y'all about to, like you said, dropping albums, the acting, the brands that you push. Like what's next for you?
I got my finger on the pulse right now with my man Bless, East New York. We got a couture clothing line called Loomis Couture. Got the joint Culture Pushers. My man Flash, my man Potato Bread, can't leave him out with Potato. Of course, yes, doing the acting, text, pen, ink, writing. So we about to start casting for the next shit that's coming up right now. You can click on the YouTube page, Text Smokey Live, subscribe, and it's bugged because I had to unlearn a bunch of shit that I learned to relearn this new age type shit to not fit in, but to master it and start really moving around. So it's ill, but we here, man.
Yeah, I seen you pushing the YouTube channel and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. Yes. Like, a lot of people can't catch this wave of like what's going on. I see. To me, it seems like you figured it out, and you're moving on the gram. Keep
Not yet. I'm still figuring it out. Knowledge is infinite. I'm still figuring it out. I think I got a piece of it though. I got a good part of it under control, but every day is something you got to learn new and get the edge on them. Like, I got to big up Duck Down and Drew High for that, because they was on this internet wave wow early. So there's information highway right here is something. You can look on Google or YouTube and learn how to change a fucking car engine, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
So you just got to keep pushing it.
This last few questions before I wrap it up. What do you like about this era, or what's the difference from your era? You don't got just what's the difference from your era and now that you see, musically wise, not even
principles, man. Oh, music wise?
Yeah, I want to get in that.
I mean, all
right, I know where you can go.
No. Let me see. Music wise, okay. Let me see. It's kind of tricky because I don't want to knock nobody hustle or groove from what they doing. If it's dope music, it's dope music. I just think this era, they're too quick to run and sample something that was done just 8-10 years ago. I don't think that's late enough to go and just snatch a whole sample to it and put an 808 under it and a hi-hat, and then now you're doing double time drill rap over it or whatever. But if it works, which it seems to be working, then who the fuck am I to say don't do it? But I just think they shy away from the creation, the creativity part of the art. You know what I mean? Everybody looking for overnight success and a one-hit wonder, when sometimes you just got to take your time and just create it. It's not rocket science, but don't fucking leave out the creativity part of it, you know what I mean? Niggas just don't want to be bubblegumming shit to death, and you just, because you try to make something that's going to last forever.
Yeah.
Like you said, you was a kid listening to this. If we wouldn't have made that, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Facts.
I was to say 20 years from now, this shit that's out today, these niggas ain't gonna be getting no shine on interviews. Niggas just gonna be done off.
Nah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Y'all first album it's like a story. It take you there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you hear your newer Brooklyn Shootouts, the tracks on the oil. I mean, I'm tapped in.
Nah, you really plugged in.
No, I'm tapped in. And then you even still show love to newer artists. R.P. Nipsey, the Nipsey tribute.
Yes,
That's over new beats. If they don't want it, they're like, damn, I ain't hearing what you could listen to you over the new beats.
All that shit on the Tek Smokey Live YouTube channel.
Or whatever.
Patch and subscribe. See how you got to do the plugs? Is like,
yeah.
Sometimes that shit just be like, damn, I would have never said this shit, bro. Why am I even saying here? This shit is wild. But nah, it's like reinvent yourself again.
2 last questions. Give me a smoking Branson weed story. You know, you go in there and your top 5. You know, if you don't have a top 5 rappers, or you say your top 5 albums.
I used to be up at Branson so much they thought I had part owner of Branson. It was, if you wasn't nobody in the industry or a nigga that Branson was fucking with, you couldn't even get no Branson. But we just be sitting out there. My man Eddie, rest in peace, used to be out there, just be cooking out, and B wouldn't even be there. Uncle B, we just be out there just cooking lobster tails on a grill, chilling, big whips parked up. Now niggas is making some money. Now I got the Pearl X Coupe out there. Niggas see a shot and he got a whatever else pull up. Drinking fucking shots of Tiger Bone, smoking triangle bags of chocolate. Just this now you seeing Redman come from Jersey. Seeing all these a bunch. Oh man, it used to be sometimes so fun and embarrassing. Nigga think he that nigga walk in and not get served and come back and be, now you gotta humble yourself. Yo, could you? Nah, sorry, B, can't do it. But big up Uncle B. I heard he got something going with Cookies now. I heard they about to do a deal.
Yeah, I heard you say that.
I hope that's true. I hope that's right. He definitely deserves it. He's one of the top weed connoisseurs from our era and our time. Is black brother. You gotta help him.
Gotta get
top 5?
No, we ain't gonna say rappers albums. I like the album question.
Top 5 albums,
and it could be that. It could be like your muse, what you get in your zone to, or your all time. It could, this. I gotta ask that.
Damn. And they gotta be hip hop, right? Because I could throw like a Marvin Gaye for her in there. I could throw a Purple Tape, definitely. Damn. You know what I was just really illing off of? Just really fucking the G-Unit Beg for Mercy's joint. That shit was wow.
Everywhere we go.
What? Banks was going bananas.
That was my joint. That was my joint when I was a little kid.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Them top 5 joints be tricky, man. Cause I gotta throw a big album in there. What? Life After Death, crazy. Damn, NWA Niggas for Life.
That's 3.
G-Rap Road to the Riches. Black Moon Into the Stage. Fuck, I gotta put Mob Style in there, man. Whip Wop and AZ. Pretty Tone. Yeah.
Those was like the joints that you was zoned to and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the joints that when I hit the park and work out or I do my 4-mile walk, those are joints that I put on and get the cardio going. Definitely. Even Get Rich or Die Trying, yo. I should change the landscape for a minute, B.
I was a little kid, but he was the first person I watched become a superstar.
Nigga.
I watched it like, oh shit, this where the nigga being hot is. Like he won every award. Niggas was playing 50. I'm like, damn, this nigga's hot.
That shit was different.
He was that was
we was coming off the tour I think the last day of the tour was in Atlanta, and this was when they was doing an all-star game, and that shit had just dropped. Oh, man, it was pandemonium out there. It was crazy. Get to the front of the line, and security be like, yo, chill. I know you are Smif-N-Wessun. I got you. I'm like, yeah. Shit be crazy, but this be the shit you be loving. It should have turned you out, B. You just gotta, you know what I mean? Have your principles stay prayed up. Fuck with your family and your peoples, man.
Nah, man. Yo, you can plug your social media and stuff like that before we get out of here.
Everything is Tek Smokey Live. I don't have a Facebook. So on the gram, Twitter, the YouTube. Patch in, subscribe. Talk to me. I talk back. Don't get disrespectful. And we still here rocking. Smif-N-Wessun, Culture Pushers, Lumos Couture, Brad Talk. Right here where you see me at. This is Motion. The fuck more can I say? Bedford Stuyvesant alive is one.
You know
my
that.
nigga Chips.
Buck 1 for Bucktown, Brooklyn. What the fuck? We here with my man Tek. We just did this episode, man. We out of here. I appreciate you for coming through, bro.
Thank you, my Jeezy, for having me.
You know that.
Already.